Hey YouTube, Martin here. Just going over the progress on the 120-gallon tank. There are multiple fish in here. There's the big black and white zebra cichlid on the left. There is a knife fish right beside him. In the middle, you see one 6-inch Oscar. I do have another one that's roughly 6 inches as well, and a third one that's about 10 inches long and behind the decorations. Uh, you may have seen that's Benjamin, the big Oscar. Under the decorations on the right, I have a couple catfish that have maxed out. They're about 10 inches now, and that's as big as they get. Now, I mentioned there's 6 silver dollars in the middle. And I have a little green baby terror that's very slow growing. He's about 4 inches long in this tank. And there's 2 more fish. I just added a silver arowana at the top right corner. You'll see something up there once in a while. That's the silver arowana. I just got him a couple weeks ago. I fed him pretty well. He's big enough now to be in this tank. Oh, and there you see my other 6-inch Oscar just swim out. I really like this guy. I have to pick him up. He's pretty pitch black for the most part. He's got a nice red circle. He looks like a wild Oscar. So in the back, there's also a fire eel that's about 5 to 6 inches, or 6 to 7 inches long. And that's pretty much all that's in the tank. As you can see, so much room in the, like, not a lot of fish swimming around everywhere. They all have found little holes and hiding spots, and they're doing fairly well. I am still working on the water. Believe it or not, it's been a couple weeks and I'm still frustrated with the water quality, even though I've gone through a Brita jug, I've filtered it, I've changed water, I've added some water clear, and I'm still a little bit frustrated. The filter is great. I have a big filter on this thing, and it's just something still mucking up the water. I do believe it is the food I feed these guys. I've mixed in a little bit of pond food. Oh, and there's my big Oscar, my 10-inch Oscar swimming out around the back of those decorations. So I mixed in a little bit of pond food with my pellets, and I can't take it out, so I have to wait till I feed it all to these guys. That's what's making the water a bit murky. But that's the only frustration I have, other than my big zebra cichlid is a little bit aggressive, more aggressive than he was in the 90-gallon tank. He's this guy in the middle there. He seems to want to chase my Oscar fish around. Otherwise, everything is fairly peaceful in the tank. Everything is doing well. So stay tuned while I battle this water quality in this tank. And as soon as it's crystal clear, I'll do another tank update and show you guys. At that point, you guys should clearly see the silver dollars in the back. Once the water is not as murky. It's only slightly murky, but enough that the lighting works against it. The lighting is not the greatest in this tank either. It's just a regular light, so keep that in mind. I don't have a nice fancy blue light. If I put that in here, the water would look crystal clear, but that is not the case. I have a cheap light, and you can see the difference in how the water quality comes out. So stay tuned for another update. The fish are doing great in the 120. I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on my baby arowana, silver arowana in the upper right. I'm watching all these guys so nobody hurts anybody here. I want a peaceful tank. to look at. And yeah, when that zebra gets his colors going, wow, he is amazing. Even though he's a little bit aggressive sometimes, he's worth having. He's only going to get bigger and more beautiful. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your fish tanks.